Hey, what's up everyone, the Eradicadex here, bringing to you my thoughts and opinions on Little Goody Two Shoes. Now this game has just released for the console as I'm recording this, and I near enough want to give my thoughts and opinions on this game. I near enough want to clarify that I give a review 1 to 2 weeks to get my full-fledged opinion on things, and I'll be going through the good shits and the bad shits that Little Goody Two Shoes has to offer. Without further ado, let us begin. Now, Little Goody Two Shoes has you starting off playing as this character called Elise, which her and the townspeople are getting ready to prepare for a festival in the coming weeks. Now, you can basically help out and prepare for the festival while playing some mini games in a gacha style game, and doing well with your tasks that you do, the more kind of coin and gold that you will get, which you need that gold to kind of keep yourself well fed and also well healthy and also keep yourself in check. Or you can basically ditch all of that and basically bond with some of Elise's close friends. And the more close you are with that specific person, they're a grand total of 3, something interesting might happen, if you know what I mean. But not everything is sunshine and rainbows in this little town of hers. Strange and mysterious things come out at foot, which the townspeople nearly enough dub it as witchery. So you need to be careful on what you say and what you do, because people might suspect you of being the witch, and they'll classically vote you out Among Us style. And if you think things were more bad enough as it was for Elise, things get even more worse coming midnight, where basically Elise near enough goes to a place known as the Nightmare Realm, where in that area alone you need to be careful on what nearly enough you do there, because you can end up getting seriously hurt or basically lose your sanity. So a lot more worse things that you nearly enough to be worried about. You need to be careful on what you say and what you do coming in village time, and you need to be careful on the choices you make coming the Nightmare Realm, because the things that you say and do will cause a big impact on nearly enough the ending of the game, which the game itself features 10 endings, and I have heard more are coming down the line. But that is it about the game. Now let's move on to the good shits and the bad shits that the game has to offer. Starting off with the good shits, I've near enough got to hand it down to the developers that made this game, of the art style and the setting that they went with, because nearly enough the cutscenes and everything that you see in this game, it makes you feel like you're watching an old school cartoon or an anime on a nearly enough old school TV set back in the early 2000s. And if you're someone like me who is from the early 2000s and you look at the art style and whatnot, you know what I mean. And even the games that you do for your tasks, I like on how they've made it all retro-y and pixelated and whatnot, sticking to the setting that they've went with this. And even the townspeople too, that you can talk with, because not many people really talk to the townspeople on various sort of games. When it has me hooked on the game as it is, but they can also help you lower your suspicion and branding you less sus on being the witch. Which I've really got to say, that's a good thing on what they've done. And yeah, that is it on everything I've got to say on the good shits. Moving on to the bad shits, I've got to say there's generally enough nothing much to cover regarding the bad shits, but only one thing in particular. When you're starting a new game, or just starting the game off in general, they will ask you, what would you want the characters to speak, English or Japanese? And I went with English during the whole thing, and during the whole thing, you really don't hear many English dialogues happen at all. Now you hear a lot of Elise saying "for goodness sake" and some of the characters saying a few things like that, but when it comes to the cutscenes and anything else, it's all Japanese. Even the opening is all Japanese and whatnot, which really defines the thing on why have that from the get-go when most of it is all in Japanese and there's very little English in the whole thing at all. And I am going to say this, that is the only bad thing I have to say regarding this game. Which brings me to my verdict on Little Goody Two Shoes, and that is this game good? Yes. 1000%. Yes. There is legit little to no nothing bad regarding this game. The art style, music, setting that they went with is perfect. Crisp and clean. The tasks, the people, the characters, everything. I will near enough give full marks on the whole thing. And I have heard that they are going to plan on adding in more endings and probably more new characters that you can probably bond with later down the line, as I have heard. And yeah, I would more or less recommend giving this game a try if you're someone that likes reading a lot of text, because there is a lot of text in this and a tiny bit of jump scares and an epilepsy warning too. So yeah, that is everything I've got to say about this game. It is without a doubt good, and I've really got to say it's probably up there for me when it comes to Game of the Year. But what do you think? Do you agree with my decisions? Do you disagree with my decisions? Or how else do you view this game? I would love to know and hear your opinions in the comments below. But with that all being said, if you enjoyed this review or found this review helpful, leave a like. If you didn't, then don't. And I'll give it a toss. But if you are interested in joining the Rat Kingdom in any way, shape or form, our link to our Discord server is in the description. With that all being said, I hope you enjoyed. And as always, peace. DX is out.